This is a Boley Leinen Reform Watchmakers Lathe. So the value, this lathe is fairly old. I think it's probably about 67 years old, maybe even older. But the value behind this lathe here is that it's great for making watch parts. This is the tool rest, which moves back and forth, as you can see, like this. And it also positions so you can get your works right in there in the end. You put your collet in here and then you line it all up so you can get very close into your work. Also, this lathe pivots out of place because it's on a stand that you bolt to your table. So if I move it like this, I can just get this lathe completely out of place if I want to do some more work here in this area here, or whatever. I'm working on a piece and I want to do some work on it. So and then I have to line it up. It's got a made a leather belt for it. So as you can see, I sewed a piece of belt together with some fishing line. This is a 5-pound test fishing line. So just made 2 holes on either side and looped it around, sewed it very quiet. The lathe has got 2 oil entry screws here, and then you just unscrew these. You put the oil in here. I use 0W10, I think, for this fully synthetic oil. And there's cone bearings under here and here for the lathe. It's in mint condition. It works really well. The lathe, the headstock also moves back and forth on this, and I don't have a tail piece attached for it right now. I got to put away right now. So there's a tailstock for it I can use. Almost did an hour FUD there. That's all, folks. So it's an excellent lathe. I use it quite a lot. I have another Boley lathe that I use as well. It's on a bed, but this one's pretty handy to just swing out of the way and do some quick polishing. Today I took these chucks here, which are used for gears, holding gears, and you can put this in the lathe here and then screw it into place like this. I'm trying to do this while I'm holding the camera. And you tighten it up on this end. Of course, you can't do it with one hand. You kind of need 2 unless someone knows a secret I don't know. So there we go. So there it's in there. So once you got it in there, then it's a matter of turning the lathe on, and let's see how this thing runs. So you put your part in here, and then you can do whatever you want. Polish the pivots or do whatever. So the lathe runs really well. Probably runs fairly quiet. I'm using a sewing machine motor here that I just screwed onto the bench here. So that works quite well. I have another lathe bit I use, so you just have to make sure that this is perfectly aligned. So if you can see, the belt is perfectly aligned here with the motor, so you don't get any noise. And then it works very well. So you put up to high speed here, and you oil it a lot. So you put oil in there probably every time I use it, or every 2 hours or so. Just put some more oil in there so you keep your bearing nice and clean, and the oil cleans out any filings you have in there as well. And you can check your bearing here to see if there's any residual heat. And there isn't. The bearings are nice and cool, so there's no problem there at all. So it's a Boley Leinen Reform lathe. It's a great piece. Like I said, I use it all the time. It's got a tool. It's got a tail piece here that's just basically a rod here that's used for turning pieces from the middle. So anyway, that's the lathe. Thanks very much. Bye.